Welcome to our premiere edition of Clutter. It's just unmade decisions. We are Just in Time Solutions, and this is Rebecca with me. Rebecca is a certified professional organizer, or CPO, and she has been with me now for about 16 years.
Yep, long years.
Yeah.
And this is Pauline, our founder, co-worker, owner, boss extraordinaire. She was one of the very first people to get certified as a professional organizer in Canada. So she has a wealth of knowledge, and lucky you, you're going to be able to pull from that knowledge.
So, Rebecca, we're going to talk about lots of different things, right?
Today's being the first podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to start with just kind of an array of things.
Yeah, some simple stuff.
We're in the new year.
Yeah.
I have decluttered already. My Christmas stuff went away in December. December 27th is a very hard day for me.
Right.
Because I find that we have all these new Christmas presents in the house, and the old toys and things are still there as well. So it's almost like everything's multiplied and given birth.
Yeah.
And it's a hard day. I have to say it's a very hard day, but my kids have gotten used to it. My husband still struggles to get his stuff put away before I grab it and donate it in a bag.
Yes, you gotta watch Rebecca doesn't donate your sneakers on you.
Yeah, that's right. It happens. Yep, it happens. What about you, Pauline? How was your Christmas?
Christmas was amazing, and I actually got down my Christmas decorations, like the stuff you have sitting out on coffee tables and so on and so forth. But I left up my tree.
Did you? Nope. Gotta go.
I love my tree. I really like the bright lights and everything, and it's still dark at night. So I really love that when I'm up there at night, I can see the lights, and when I wake up in the morning and it's dark, I come out and the lights are on.
Very nice. To each his own. Now, when do you
yeah.
normally take down your tree?
So, see, I'm a very organized person, but I'm not
Anal about time frames?
Yeah,
and
I
schedules?
think that's kind of what it is. So I just take it down on whatever it works for me. You always take it down on the 27th?
Yeah, it's 27th, 28th. And that's not just because it's the 27th or 28th. It's because that's when I become the most overwhelmed with the stuff in my space.
Yeah. So,
and my kids know that, and actually they've started, kind of doing it before I even get to it.
Mm-hmm.
We just like kind of things to be a little more simple.
Yeah.
And we don't have a lot of Christmas decorations, but it's kind of funny. Somebody came into our home this year and she said, wow, some Christmas just exploded in here. And I thought that was so strange because I don't feel we have a lot of Christmas decorations. But this person that came into our home had like a 2-foot tree, and that was it.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you how different everybody is. I can have my tree up 1st of December and decorate my whole house. And December 27th, 28th, it's got to go. My heart rate starts to go up. You can declutter, but leave your tree up well into January because, darn it, you like it.
I like it.
And that's one thing about working with Just-in-Time Solutions. Yeah. There's never judgment.
No.
There is never us telling you that this is the way it actually has to be.
No.
Because that doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Some people, like everything very structured and in baskets and labeled and color-coded, even some people, right? Yeah. And then there's like myself, I just need to know that everything is in their proper place, like with that kind of thing. And it was interesting when I had taken down all the decorations, and you'd always do a little bit more thorough cleaning. My husband comes in and he goes, oh, it feels so much better.
See, that's what I feel like on the 27th or 28th. I'm just like, whew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not like you don't like the Christmas decorations.
No,
you
I love
enjoy
it.
them.
Yeah.
And he said that too. It was not like I don't like them. It's just kind of like, whoa. And I guess that's quite often why people call us, right?
I was just going to say that because that's how they feel when they're just walking into their home. Not necessarily at Christmas.
No, but at the end of any day.
Any given day. Yeah. They'll walk in and they'll be like, it feels heavy on you. Yeah. And we have had so many clients that we've gone to see, and at the end of the day, we've taken the donations out because that's another reason why people love to have us in, because we actually take the donations out and get it into the hands of people that need it. Yeah. But so many people will be standing there at the end of their first day and say, I literally feel like I've lost 100 pounds.
Yeah, just that weight off your shoulder. Yeah, and I remember years ago when I was still working with just by myself and had the odd helper, and I remember this one lady, I'd done her whole basement, and she says, you know, you go down there and you see it and it's overwhelming, but you know, I don't even have to go down anymore, and I know it's gone, and I know it's organized, and I know it feels good.
And the thing is she probably would open the door to the basement and you get that, forget it, and close the door.
Yeah, just didn't go down. Right?
Yeah. And then what happens is the stuff that maybe should go down to the basement, you know, like paint that you just finished the bathroom or something like that, instead of it going down to the basement and finding a home, maybe under the stairs, these are places we usually put things, it stays upstairs, whether it's in the foyer or behind the door in the bathroom or out in the garage or in the laundry room, you know, instead of people putting things away, because going down into that space would have just been too much.
Yeah, because she couldn't move around in it, she didn't have a home for stuff and all that kind of thing. But yeah, it's interesting how we don't realize what's going on sometimes in our mind and is blocking us from getting things done, right?
And sometimes, which isn't a great thing, sometimes it's family that say, like a mom or a daughter to a mom, the basement is an absolute disaster. Like, what are you doing down there? And I feel really bad about that situation because A, the mom should not be feeling overwhelmed.
No.
B, the daughter should not be maybe placing judgment on the mom.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel bad. And I just said to a client that I started working with this year, I said, I get a little protective over our people. I'm like, no, don't anybody be mean to my lady. So that's something that I think as a professional organizer and over the years that we have learned is one of our strongest points is that we come in there and people will honestly open the door and very first thing they say to us is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a mess.
Yeah. I didn't get time to clean up.
And we're just like, are you kidding us? And we just come in and get our shoes off and put our indoor shoes on and we start going to work. And within, sometimes people will be like a little reluctant or a little worried when we come in.
Yeah.
But it usually is about an hour and a half. And then all of a sudden they say, oh, you're not so mean.
No.
Right?
I don't know why they think we're going to be mean because we're not mean.
We're not mean people.
No. And I know one thing people often say is, I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
And I always say to them, and Rebecca knows I use this line because I'm not the best gardener in the world, okay? But I get it done. I mean, I do what I have to do, right? But I did have a professional come in and help me figure out what kind of plants were going to go and work there, what kind of plants were going to make me feel good, what I can do with it. Low maintenance, that's right. So we all have our thing that we can't do, and so I always mention that to people, especially if I walk into a home and they have beautiful gardens,
are beautiful,
or they got beautiful plants growing in their house. I always say, like, you can do this, like, we all have things.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
And it's not that you can't do it; you just need to learn some skills.
The other thing too that we often say to our clients is this: whatever space they're stressed out about, this didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, so true.
So please don't expect yourself to get out of that hole overnight by any means. And even by calling us, we always say to them, listen, this didn't happen overnight. Yes, we can help you, and we can help you probably a little more efficiently because we're there with you and you're making all the decisions. It's one thing we can't do. Can't make decisions for you. But it gives you an idea that, these ladies, A, we've seen it all.
Yeah.
And B, we understand that it's not going to be fixed overnight.
That's right.
But something that can happen when we're with a new client is we can kind of delve into why it got to the state it was in.
That's right. And quite often it comes back to a trauma, which could be an illness, which could be a death, which could be
loss of a job.
Loss of a
trauma
job.
Isn't just like big trauma.
No, it can
trauma can be divorce.
Yeah,
anything.
Lots of things, lots of different things, and usually it does work back to something like that. One of the other organizers that's with us is Erin Playford, and she has the CPOCD designation, which means chronic disorganization, and they talk about ADHD, they talk about hoarding situations, they talk about the trauma that people go through and why they end up in these situations too.
And Erin it was a good 3 years that her course was, and she did her exam, and she of course passed with flying colors. But it's something that we can, like Pauline and I, can also pull off of her knowledge and her experience too. So the team at Just in Time Solutions, each of us have strong
certain areas that we're strong in.
Certain areas that we're strong in. Exactly.
See, and we're not perfect,
That's
so
right.
it's all good, right? But the other thing to remember too is we've got 3 people here, and we also have other people on our team that come in and work alongside with us. They're organizing assistants. They help with us, and they do an amazing job too. And they have certain little skills that they're able to help with. But what I often say to people is, you know, I'm very organized. I'm very business minded. That is kind of my thing in the business. Rebecca is totally the get her done. If somebody says, well, I don't know where I can donate this to, don't worry. And within 10-15 minutes, she's found somewhere that we can donate.
And I'm already putting it in the van.
Yeah.
It's gone.
That's so true. Like, she's the on it type person. And then if we need detail, that's Erin.
It's
Erin totally, because she's always so detailed. And what I like about that is sometimes she thinks of things that we don't think of, right?
Often. And there is always, every time a client says, I can't find this, or I've misplaced this. Our client last week said, I can't find a little red jewelry box, and I've seen it, but I can't find it. And my response was, don't worry, I'll get Erin on it. And I told Erin on the way into work, she's looking for this. She hasn't seen it. It's in the apartment somewhere, but she can't find it. And I'm not kidding you. We walked into the apartment. I said, hey, Miss J, I've told Erin that you're looking for your red jewelry box. I'm not kidding you. 3 minutes in, she walks out and says, is this it?
Yeah.
So we bring all different things to the table.
Yeah, and it works. It's really good. The other great thing is we have 3 very different personalities. So, you know, people like to work with someone that they mesh with, right? And not necessarily the same personality as them. Sometimes it has to be the total opposite. But we'll go in as a team, and then sometimes as we go on and they only need maybe one person, there's a certain person that they want. And it changes all the time.
Or we could go into a job and there'll be 2 of us and we'll work around it. We'll keep going. But as the day goes on, between the 2 of us or between our team, we notice who can get the most productivity out of the client.
And who they connect with.
That's right. So we always, the person other than that, we step back and we're kind of the person in the background. But there is always usually one person that will connect and, you know, just does a little more talking, has been a little more interested in different lifestyles, anything like that.
And sometimes that happens too, right?
Yeah.
You come from, your parents were farmers.
Yep.
And it's really interesting. She went out to do an estimate not that long ago, and the next thing they knew that they knew her dad.
Yes.
Or, you know, we'll go out to a farm and they'll talk about that.
Horses. And Erin's whole life has been riding horses.
Yeah.
So there's always a connection.
Yeah.
And you don't always mesh with the people that come into your house. But usually out of our team, you'll find one person that you'll kind of be like, I like her.
Yeah.
She knows.
Of course, you're gonna like all of us. I'm just gonna be aware of that. Don't get us wrong.
We're all very nice.
Yeah, we're all, and we're fun too. So, you know, just so you know. So we're gonna do this podcast. You know, connect in with us on Wednesdays. What are we gonna talk about?
I think next Wednesday we should talk about starting with the small things.
Good idea.
Stop getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Maybe stop listening to that chatter in the back of your head.
Darn chatter. Get rid of him.
Right?
Yeah.
Get him off your shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just one thing at a time. And maybe that's where we can help people start their organizing life. No pressure, no deadlines, maybe even not a goal.
No.
just doing one thing. That's all.
Yeah.
I think we should start with that next week.
Yeah. Sounds
Comment
like a good idea.
below if there's something very specific you would like us to talk about. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss the new episodes coming out.
Absolutely.
And we have resources that we use throughout our organizing day, and we would love to copy that in that resource page. So we're going to put that link in the first comment that you're going to see. So,
excellent.
Yeah, we'll get that done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll see you next Wednesday, because
clutter is just unmade decisions.